There it is again, that pang of guilt as I push the door open to our little. The smell of a nice home-cooked meal hits my nostrils, but my stomach churns as I step inside, kicking the door closed behind me. Standing in the entryway, I know the house is empty as I take off my coat and set my things down from the day. It's almost like he is still here. I find myself thinking with eyes darting back and forth across the recently straightened up home. There's no need to look down the hall to see my bed is made, it's always made. Linda, it's like he is still here. I still find the little notes he would leave. Am I going crazy? Swallowing hard and with a shaky exhale, I find my seat at the table. I don't want to look at the table though. I don't want to see his note. Another note. When will his ghost stop writing me? Why is he still doing this? Linda. Again the guilt rises within me. I don't deserve this. I can already feel my eyes starting to burn. I force them to look down at the table, seeing the plate that has been prepared for me. It's nothing special. Some mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and peas. He always knows just what to make. Sometime when I have been away at work for hours, I find something special, steaks and a glass of red wine, maybe a single stemmed rose and another note. I look just past the plate and see it, the note. I don't have to read it to know what it says. Every time it's the same message, and every time I try to figure out exactly what it means. Reaching out, I pick up the small handwritten note, but I don't read it yet. I simply hold it in my hand for a few moments. Maybe tonight it'll be different. I find myself hoping as I unfold the note and read those same 5 words. This could have been us. Immediately I push away from the table, causing my glass of red wine to topple over and spill all across the table. Liquid splatters against the carpet, but it doesn't matter. A chill runs down my spine. I can feel his eyes on me at that moment, watching me, judging me. Spinning around, I already know right where he is, it's always the same spot. Our eyes meet and I find I can't breathe, as if the air had been sucked completely out of the room. Tears begin to fill my eyes as I look back at the table and then to his eyes once again. The room grows cold, so cold, Linda. I stand in silence for over a minute before I find my voice. I don't deserve this. It's all I can muster after 13 years of this. It's the only thing I feel that's true anymore. Please. I can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. I take a step closer towards my desk and pick up the framed picture of him. It was taken before he got sick, back when he thought I was still pretty enough for him and didn't try to convince me to stop wasting my time with that poor boy. Truth is, he was always the most amazing person to me, and I only grew to love him more every day. Linda, I do miss him. Maybe he is still here because I can't let go. We had met nearly 14 years prior to his strange death. Everything about us felt perfect, and within days I knew I would marry him and we'd spend the rest of our lives together. Have kids and live that special life my mom would always tell me about. But we didn't marry. Soon after I met him, he became ill and just never got better, only worse. Cancer, something terminal, no something simple like the flu. He would take the flu and come down with pneumonia sometimes 4 or 5 times a year. Neither of us expected it, but that's the hand life had dealt us. Given the progression of the pneumonia, year after year, it had almost destroyed his lungs. The doctors didn't think he had long. I asked him to marry me, to spend whatever time he had left with me, but he always refused. He didn't want to put me through that. To watch his wife cry day after day, and for me to watch him wither away and die from something that couldn't be stopped. He said it wasn't fair to me and wanted me to meet someone else, to move on with my life, and be happy. All I wanted was to live the life I wanted with him, the special life I had always dreamed about. Near the end we'd talk about the life we could have had if we had met each other sooner, if this strange sickness wasn't part of the equation, if he hadn't been so stubborn at first. This was something he wanted to do for me, to take care of me and show some love and appreciation at the end of the day. He wanted to be there for me but knew he couldn't be the person he wanted to be, while he was sick. And now 13 years after his death this is what he does. Somehow he manages to make sure every day I come home to a cooked meal and a taken care of home. No matter where I move to, no matter what I do, he finds a way. I don't deserve this, Linda. But they never found his body, could he still be alive? Linda asked. Linda, this is true, we never found his body, only a pile of dust, and his wallet and pajamas he had on the night before he went missing. Did you guys do anything different, the day before he went missing? Linda asked. Well, his doctors suggested we buy a dehydration heat pump. It's a heating system that takes the water out of the air. He loved that thing, the main unit always set beside where he would fall asleep, night after night. After about a week or two of use, he would wake up complaining of headaches and a dry mouth. He used to joke that the heater was taking water out of his body. A few days before he went missing, he got the flu again, couldn't stay warm, and ran that thing all day and night. Could it have taken water out of his body? Linda asked. Now that I think about it, maybe. There was this bucket we set behind the heater, the bucket would fill with water and we would dump it. After a day of use it would pull about a half of gallon out of the air, but if he was laying on the couch, there would be much more. Linda, there is something different about this note, it's longer, more detailed. Linda, listen to this. Dear love, love of my life, this could be us if you rehydrate me. Stay paranoid, my friends.